What's good, y'all? We back. Shout out to everybody in tune with the whole RBE movement and all that. All the videos we've been posting over here. Everybody tuning in. Thank you. Keep liking, keep sharing. We need y'all support on this channel. It's always brick by brick. I don't care how big this channel gets or how much it slows down. It's brick by brick forever. So we appreciate y'all support. Okay. We're going to talk about this T-top card. I'm going to talk about the culture. I'm going to talk about some of the things we can do to fix what's going on, even though it's been right in front of our face for God knows how long. I'm going to talk about some of the battlers on the card specifically. We're going to see if at times during this video, if you're going to get the politically correct ARP or the brutally honest ARP that's going to piss some people off, or if you get a mix of both. I don't know. We're going to see. But we got some things to address 100%. And 1 second before we start, thank you everybody that has subscribed and tuned into our second channel, the Sorry It's True Clips channel. The last video that we put up over there was a live. It was my first live over there ever. We went through the actual criminal complaint and the paperwork of Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane. The shit reads like a movie what happened in that damn studio. So we read through that, and then we got to the end of the video and we broke down, is Gucci Mane a snitch or not? So check that video out. Really appreciate y'all support. But nah, we here for this, for the battle rap side of things right now. So let's get to it. Shout out to T-Top. I might as well start there. Shout out to T-Top, man. This is a league owner's nightmare. You know, it's one thing to lose one battle on a card. It hurts. Only if y'all knew, when these cameras cut on, sometimes we try to give y'all this image of like, the blood ain't shed, or it's all good, or we got it like that, or on to the next. There's a lot of times when behind the scenes, only if you guys knew the domino effect with the opponents, the way these battles have to carry on to the next cards, the business. Like, for example, when Cal offered me, how about I fly in Avocado and we reschedule him versus Show Off? And I'm just like, the domino effect is ridiculous. It's like you congregate the coordination of this whole situation for this day, this moment. The league owners have such a tough job because what you guys see inevitably is like a 4 to 8 hour stream, end product. But what happens behind the scenes is months of coordination and work, financing, putting the pieces together, getting to that day, making it all work, even getting the battlers and the entourages, which count. You know what I'm saying? The crew, the staff, everything, even to the building on time, is something we could never get right, ever. We still will promote a stream starting at 1 p.m. and it's going to start instead at 4, 5, 6 p.m. and the whole world is going to complain. And it happens to me every card too. It happens to all of us. We can't even start on time, but that is this big of the equation. This big of the equation. All right. So it's a lot going on, man. The domino effect of even one battle missing. Now, imagine if you have a main event that a league has to deal with coming off of a card last minute, day of, even week of. Painful, domino effect, in play, full effect. It kills us. 3, 4, 5 battles to come off of a card. I can't remember the last time I seen this many battles come off of a card last minute, or come off of a card, period. You know, like I remember things like the Shoddy Horror card, you know, and there was a lot of people on that card, and part of me if I'm getting any of these names wrong from my memory, but I remember like Rock was on that card, JC was on that card, I think Twerk was on that card. People thought it was a URL thing, you know, allegedly, of course, but it just be ironic. You know what I mean? Like it's like, is this all coincidence? Like, and Shoddy, he did an interview sitting right next to his partner and he had his accusations, right? But all of a sudden, it's like we all anticipate a card and then boom, all of this stuff is wiped away last minute, okay? Easy had a card. He had a bunch of stuff that came off of it. Yeah, the Danny Myers publicly did interviews talking about what happened. The Trufo, the lucrative offer stuff, that's like a saying in battle rap now, so forth and so on. You know, we have politics, we have bad luck, we have coordinated efforts, we have low pay. That's one thing. Let me put that down too, because we got to talk about low pay as well. That's a topic I want to make sure I don't miss for y'all. It's so much circumstances that come together and create this unreliable product in front of the fans that we call battle rap events. Okay. So starting at where the culture is, a discussion that you see media picking up, asking league owners, asking battle rappers on camera now. It's a top. It's been a topic for years. Okay, it shall remain a topic. Why? Because we all love battle rap and we're all holding on to it. Some of us need battle rap. Some of us love battle rap. Some of us, it's both, all of the above, right? And these answers are extremely skewed. If we're talking about logic, if we're talking about things that are black and white like money, if we're talking about things that are black and white like view counts, if we're talking about things that are black and white like the amount literally of successful events being fully completed, you take three things like that and you just use those three to scale the health of battle rap. You say, oh no, this ain't just a fucking decline. This is an avalanche. We have fallen the fuck off pitifully, badly. And is there a rebound to our grace and our heyday? Fuck no, there ain't. There is not a path back to our heyday that doesn't involve industry level success. That is the hard truth. Accept it. And I've been begging y'all, as if I'm in y'all personal fucking well-beings or some shit. I've been begging y'all not to put all y'all eggs in the battle rap basket for about 5, 6, 7, 8 years. Telling y'all treat it like an option B. We love it. We're here for it. We're gonna brick by brick. We're gonna build. We're gonna add. We're gonna work. We're gonna scratch, claw, and fight for this shit. But it's not a reliable atmosphere. And you got some of the key players in it that do bad business, steal, plot. Some of the biggest battle rappers, some of the biggest league owners. If these are our leaders and this is who we follow, and there is no cancellation, there is no get these niggas the fuck out of here. There is what we will do is we will take an Averb who has plotted on battle rap for a couple years now and told us what he's on, and then somebody will still put a fucking check in his hand. Me too. Okay. I don't want anybody to be like, damn, he's coming at the leagues that book him or the sponsors that book him. We're all to blame. All of us. We don't even stop booking the cancers. It's an impossible, like, fix what? Like, we don't want to fix it. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different fucking outcome. We are all insane. All of us. It's the most insane industry I've ever seen. When I ran a real business, it went about 2.5 years or something like that. I didn't like the trend of the money and I sold the business and I got the fuck on. That's what happens in the real world. In battle rap, you know what we do? We put more money into what's failing. we're sick. We are sick. All right. So just to close out that piece of the health of the culture, I don't want to beat that dead horse. We've been on a decline for years. We all know what the fuck it is. The only people that will get on camera and tell you that we are in a good place either A, are dumb and naive, or B, they are smart and they're saying what they need to say on camera because they need the culture to succeed. That's it. Let's not be stupid at this point. Or just go to another channel, go listen to somebody else, or come back over here if I start selling air. I got a lot of air to sell y'all. All right? I don't want dummies over here. I'm good. Okay? Now, off the health of the culture, let's talk about your ability to hide. This is something that I spoke about for years as well. Your ability to hide within a card. Battle rap is sold as a collective. We don't sell one-offs historically. It'd be great if we could. If we can sell one-offs, we would be able to wean out the shitty performers, the unreliable performers. We would only see the best of the best. The fans would get the best product almost every time out. All right. When I say the ability to hide, the product is sold as a collective, as a card. All right. I always historically use the example of Tay Rock versus Murder Mook. Okay. Huge main event rap battle. When it got booked and the rest of the cards started getting announced, go check the bloggers, go check the fan reactions. It's all documented. When the rest of the cards started getting announced, the fans tore at it. They said, what is this? This card is ruined. The event is ruined. That's the reaction to it. I've been there before too. I rolled out the Rare Breeds card that had Murder Mook's return versus Averb at the top. The second announcement was Daylight versus King Los. The third announcement was probably Iron Solomon versus Big Kit. Like, I went all the way through a bunch of, like, it happened on Max Out 3 as well, where I announced all of these like 5, 6, 7 battles, and then I started announcing a couple towards the end. And then there's fans react and say, "Oh, you ruined the card. You got this person. You felt like card fell. Oh, I ain't behind it now." It's just like, point being, it's not like boxing, where it's just like we don't remember or care about the undercard. We're spending our $59.99 because we got Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather, and that's the only thing that matters. Battle rap is not sold like that. It's sold as a collective. The biggest draws in battle rap are still presented with a card under them. And some of the biggest battlers in the world, they still want a big card under them to uphold them and make them look right. That's battle rap. That is the product. And some of that is even how we've packaged and delivered it to fans. Historically, I tried it one time with Math versus Serious, no name to the card, no nothing, presented like boxing. That flyer says Math versus Serious, and the card underneath it got torn at, just like the examples that I gave y'all. And did it work? Got my money back, made a couple dollars, but not for a Math and Serious, given their controversy and everything. Like for what we all knew that would, you know what I'm saying? Battle rap just doesn't allow that. And that's because that's the way we presented it. So even that would need an overhaul. In leagues, if we're ever able to present one-offs, which we should all fight to do, once again, we can get away from the crud of battle rap. We can get away from the shitty performances and the people that aren't even worth the bookings, right? And we even save more than 50% of our money. If I can just book a warm-up and one boom, that's it. So I guess I couldn't go through a blog like this without at least offering one fix. And I presented that before. But it's presenting battle rap almost like boxing, where the undercard is treated like an undercard. The undercard is treated just as important, damn near, as the main event as far as the presentation and the sale. And look at the impact when things are even lost. It could be the third battle on the card. If it's lost, the fans damn near feel like, oh, refund time. And the reliability of completing everything is already there anyway. So we up the fucking probability of giving y'all what y'all want. We reduce how much this shit costs, and we force the fans to focus on what matters the most. These main events and maybe a warm up or just an undercard fight, one boom, and let's go. Because a lot of y'all don't deserve to be on these cards anyway as filler. All right, next one. Saved by the leagues. Another one that's been said for years and years and years and years and years, but it's still so prominent. It's the fact that you could fuck over this person and get saved right there. You throw a punch right here on this stage, this league on over here is gonna say, I don't know nothing about that. It's all good. Come on over here. We got you. You go over here and you're battling somewhere where these people don't like you battling or whatever. God, come over here. I'm gonna give you a 2-battle deal instead. Surf is gonna do an interview talking about ARP did this and I took this over here. Lucrative. It's fucking ridiculous of how people can get saved and they can hide within other leagues. Stop asking for unions. Stop asking for these leagues to fuck with each other. I don't give a fuck. Even the ones that shake hands and smile in each other's face. I'll watch fucking King of the Dot and URL do a collab event. But then look at Smack's interview when he's talking about Rock going over there. Look at his reaction. Look at his body language. They don't like it. It don't matter. It's everybody's independent. And I'm not saying he has to like it. Everybody moves league-wise as an independent. They don't like each other. It's cool. It's okay. If you move like an ARP, you say, I don't give a fuck. All right? The Kumbaya in battle rap died about 8+ years ago. The attempts. All you could do is respect each other from a distance. That's the best you can get. Other than that, these motherfuckers would all want everybody gone. Every league would like to be here by themselves, damn near, if they want. Or monopolize. Or have the only product. I'm the only one with Big K. I'm the only one with Ill Will. I'm the only one with Cassidy and Hitman and Murder Mook and Loaded Lugs. I'm the only one that's able to do a big card. I'm the only one with the girls. I'm the only one to do Sino Savvy. Shout out to Sino Savvy. I'm mixing a bunch of names because I don't want anybody to fucking hear a blog like this and take it. It's about me. No, it's about everybody. It's about all y'all. If you're watching this, it's probably about you. It's about me. It's about everybody. You still talking to me? I'm talking to you. I'm talking to me. I'm talking to him. I'm talking to her. I'm talking to everybody. Because it's all of our truth. It's all of our truth. But anyway, the ability to hide in a card. Even like Twerk, who we're gonna get up to in a second. You can put Twerk as the sixth battle on a card. You can have the whole culture complaining, but then put him there. And then if you're able to have a card where a bulk of what you want to see is at the top, the main event, the co-main event, he gets still saved in there. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Twerk. I'm gonna be brutally honest when I come your way, but it's not gonna be personal, G's. It's not gonna be personal at all. That's what I mean about the embedded in a card, embedded in a card, being saved in a card. You know, the fillers of some of these cards, the presentation of some of these cards, and the ability also to have a certain type of relationship or certain type of business or certain type of pay or certain type of matchups or certain type of we're friends or we're not in different places. All right. And it could happen to the best of us. If Show Off went to another league right now and had a fight on stage, you think I really want to be in a position to say, oh shit, damn, I ain't booking that. Now I wouldn't endorse it. I would move in a way to show the culture like, oh no, I'm not rewarding Show Off for what he did over there. Cause that looks bad on both him and me. Right. But ARP is never gonna book Show Off again. Like, how do we navigate this shit? But even still, the way we do it matters. It all matters. But how about this? How about the punch never gets thrown? How about the fucking no show never happens? How about the unprepared, never the call out? How about it never happens? And then we don't have to worry about the shit in the first place. But anyway, all right. The next one is low pay. So top, we did talk about this. We did talk about this on I think your first card because we heard the way the actual lyrics that Geechee rapped says something like I'm only up here because of, like the way he was saying it. And Clips said it as well in his raps. He's talking about money and everything, and it's almost embarrassing, you know, the what Clips was rapping about on that stage. The homie prices, the friend prices, the battler to battler prices and negotiations. Who the fuck don't want the lowest price? I do. If you normally charge 10 grand and you will battle for me for 3 grand, shit. I'm supposed to turn that down. I don't make no sense. But there's a byproduct to that. There's something that there's an after effect to that. Okay. It's the unfortunately a big percentage of battle rappers are tied to professionalism and quality based on the amount of money. And I'm not saying that they shouldn't be. The money is the biggest piece of the equation to most people, right? But that is like the ultimate. When I said in my blog the other day about Cal, I said, yo, he didn't even know his back end. He thought it was Cal thought he had a smaller back end than he actually did when we was on the phone that Friday when he was calling out. And I paid him a big deposit, you know, trying to do right by our going. I'm doing things for him. He's doing things for me. And I feel like that's a piece of what bit me in his decision. That's my opinion. Okay. But when you think about the homie prices as a total, as far as what you're picking up, what your deposit is, how motivated are you? Think of Murder Mook. Murder Mook rapped to Big K, I think in his first round in the Blue Room. He rapped, I don't care if I would have had to drive, I was gonna be here. Go watch the lyrics. He's got a huge back end to pick up from a guy that he knows is reliable with his business. If I tell you, if I send you the contract and you sign it, whatever your back end is, whether there was 5 people in the building or 5,000 people in the building, ARP got my money. They know that. That's why Murder Mook starts his round with Big K saying, I would have drove here for this money, nigga. I didn't want to battle Big K, but I'm here on this card with 3 very, very good rounds, and I was going to be here no matter what. And I'm going to do everything that's in this contract that ARP sent me because of this fucking money. And that's totally fine. I don't need to be friends with you niggas. I need us to be professional to each other because I'm going to uphold my side. So in that equation right there, me and Murder Mook, we one and the same. Same page. Same fucking page. Now, if you got 1,500 to pick up, changes things. It changes people's attitude. changes their ambition, changes their work ethic, changes their prep, changes their motivation, changes whether it's even on their mind. Think about, I don't know, as a kid, Christmas. That's all you could think about the night before, the week of, because you know you got some shit to wake up to. As a grown ass adult with a job or a contract, you know, in next month, 2 weeks from now, next week, this Friday, this Saturday, tomorrow, I got $50,000 to pick up. That's the only thing on your fucking, you sitting there like this, writing for that bread. And thoughts is rain, man, and in your fucking mind. Avocado sends me invoices with the homie prices. I just gave, I just paid Avocado more than double what he asked me for. Fuck that. Not just because we are homies. Avocado's track record is that of my level of professionalism. He's going to be there. I'm not worried about that with Avocado. At the same time, I still need him to feel like he's taken care of because he deserves it. Sends me an invoice. I paid him 60% more of his total. I times it by 60%. It's like 3 days ago. No, 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 no. You deserve this. You deserve this. We're not going to get professionalism and great quality out of these battle rappers. And that's something that the fans will find out the hard way. They'll cut the stream on, and the battler will be half of himself because he's there to pick up $2,000, $1,500, or whatever that's going to get spent like this, regardless, you know. And they'll just go through the motions, and the fan, it's decent, whatever, throwaway. Or he's just here for a Christmas check or some shit like that, you know. But it's too late. We already paid for it. It's too late. We already bought the event, you know. But the business that's associated with it changes the outcome. I literally, over time, have been scared to spend money that I felt people wouldn't feel was fair. It's one thing to feel like I'm getting more the negotiation than you want, or vice versa. That's part of negotiations. But if you are getting 20% of what you want, I'm worried. I'm worried. I probably don't even. I had conversation with battlers where I'm like, nah, you don't want what I'm trying to offer. Not for this type of situation right here. I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm not calling a fucking industry artist to do a full circle. That's going straight to YouTube. There's no, the ROI isn't there for me, so the offer can't complement it. It can't complement it. And if I get a vibe that you don't like the budgets of the full circle, I don't want to do the business. I don't want to do the battle. I don't want no half-ass shit. And you don't want to be sitting there, oh, I'm going to pick up X amount of dollars. I'm cool. I'm cool. That's how do you think me and Cal, the negotiations got to a 2 battle deal? Like, I get it. Cal's playing hardball, and he's so like, oh, you think you slick talking to a can of paint? Like, I understand how Cal negotiates. He is a super slickster. He's a hustler. I see through everybody. I don't mean this is a bad thing. I see through everything. You know what I'm saying? I just present a businessman. I see and hear everything. There's no getting over on me. It's just not my mind. My mind isn't a you get over on me. It's just to let you think you got over on me. I wear my fucking wolf jacket 24 hours a day, damn near. I everything, and you think you're getting over. You don't. I'm not talking about Cal. I'm just talking about a certain style of negotiations, and I understand it. You know what I'm saying? I know when you're playing hardball. I know when you came back the next day, you were really testing to see if I was going to crack first. I know these things. Like, it's cool. You know, it's okay. It's all in our thread too. But when the business is fair, you know, it's like an unsaid thing. Technically, you're supposed to do what the fuck you agreed to. If you agreed for $500, you're not supposed to have an attitude because your back end is $250. But I know how human nature is, and I know how these guys be moving. So part of me wants to make sure that everybody is comfortable with the business, even if I would like to save as much money as possible. That's the point that I'm making. The homie price thing, it's going to work against the leagues and the fans if you're not careful. And we're seeing it historically. We're seeing it. Just another one. Just another one. All right. Let's go to the battlers on the card. Let's go to the battle rappers on the card. So here's the card. Once again, shout out to T Top, man. This is brutal to have to go through and deal with, B. It's a nightmare, T. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you and your people or whoever is invested in the success of this card. I'm sorry you had to go through this. Real talk. Like this is a nightmare. So on the right, I see Rap Grid displaying what went down. Ill Will versus Swamp seems to be, from what people are saying, is battle of the night. Shout out to Swamp. Shout out to Ill Will, the best battle rap in the world. Ill Will has been on a serious run, and he's giving y'all quality rounds. Keep booking Ill Will. He's showing up. Not only is he showing up, which is gold these days. Can we at least get all the battlers to show up? Can we? At least he's showing up, but he's going to step past that. He's giving everybody good material too. Spend your money on this man. Every fucking card. Spend your money on this man. And shout out to Swamp too. Shout out to Swamp. They say Loso won 10 grand. Shout out to Loso for that. Sino Savvy. That's my guy. I fuck with him. Extremely talented person. Sino Savvy. I love seeing him getting plates. Steams has been around forever. Melman, I don't know him. I don't know K and Sick Pick. Young J2. J2's been a very reliable guy, giving you guys great rounds. But this wasn't what was put together. When the card dropped, everybody said, shh, what the fuck? This motherfucker went and grabbed. So now let me go to the left side, the flyer. This is where we start with Averb. So T-Top's 15 Minutes of Fame interview. Say, you a bitch. When did you figure that out? This is what I gotta say about Averb, man. I've said a lot about Averb over the last couple, whatever. Deservingly. Averb is Averb. I don't want to turn this into like one of these Averb rants for me right now. When I got a reason to really target and put the Lord of the Rings eye on Averb, I shall do so. Right now is not that time. It's ain't about that. But as he relates to what he did in the midst of this card, there are a bunch of fools out there. Once again, come over here once I start selling air. You know, our 3-letter man or T-Top or whoever would set me up. I could have swore he's talking crazy about Briz and he was trying to box him or whatever. Show Off didn't listen to me. Show Off actually did go to the event. He didn't listen to me. But anyway, what else? The money is part of it because Averb was in spaces. T-Top, go ahead and DM me green light, man. I'll craft something nice for this guy, but it's your business, so I dare not. I dare not say it publicly. But Averb in Space is talking about $25,000, dude. I don't even want to say the percentage because it's not it's T-Top's business. What he really got paid. Anyway, T-Top, he owned it. He said the culture said I shouldn't book this guy, and yet I still did. Once again, the prices of Verb for this card possibly, allegedly very attractive because he still is a promoter. He still is a name. The prices possibly was what makes people say, you know what, for that, fuck it, let's do it, let's try it. And it still didn't work. You know what I'm saying? So if Verb was picking up a $20,000 back end, he probably would have been there. You know what I'm saying? He would have took T-Top up on his offer for security guards or whatever, and he would have been there. Or he would have hired his own security guards, hopefully, or whatever. You know, so you got the money piece of it. He's got such a long list of antics towards this shit. Like even the whole alleged April Fool's thing of don't buy the pay-per-view. Once again, I got air to sell y'all. Who believes that? You got dummies out there that believe that? Then stay in the E-Hive and stay in the set. Idiots. Dummies. The dummies of the world. The dummies of the world. You know, maybe it was. I'm the main event. Why do I got to explain this to people? I'm the main event on a card. I don't care if it's April Fool's, Christmas, Easter, Thanksgiving. The joke I'm going to pick on the card I'm the main event of, that there's business tied into shit. Even I'm supposed to be showing up to pick up a back end. I'm going to sit here on these streams and tell people that are also groupies and some people in the midst of that's hearing me say this are idiots as well and don't get the joke, not to buy the pay-per-view. No, he was already within his campaign. He already had it in his mind. He wasn't showing up. Just happened to be April Fool's the week of, and he was able to use that as well. Of all jokes, tell people not to buy the pay-per-view? That's the joke. That's the joke. You ever have somebody call you and say, "Oh, Johnny's dead." What? Oh, I'm joking. Find a better joke, dickhead. Y'all believe that shit. AFSL. If the battle rap community is this stupid, like if you go for the Averbs of the world, maybe I am selling the wrong products. Maybe I need to stop being sarcastic and say, yo, I need to start packaging this shit up and selling it. And you might even have a dummy or two that's listening to me right now and say, yo, this nigga ARP about to start selling air. Idiots. This is what I mean. That's also who Verb is talking to at times. So T-Top owned booking him in the first place. Frank, you're on the other side of it. I believe Frank said he didn't spend a dime yet, like he was picking up the back end. But this is the spot that we're at. Whether you're a sponsor, whether you're a league owner, whether you're an opponent, if a verb is involved, you are anti-battle rap culture. And I don't think I've ever even said that about somebody, because even the worst of the worst, I just be like, go get your bag, man, whatever. I ain't going to deal with it. Let somebody else deal with it. Even the worst of the worst. I don't even know if I've ever said that before. But what else do y'all want? The man's he's telling you, I'm here to fuck this place. I'm done. Y'all gotta have, what else do you, like, if a man shows you and tells you, like, listen to him. It's not even just the track record. Like, we just sort of what happened with him and Sirius Jones, and what we're seeing the track record, but he's also telling you all this disgusting shit. A joke of don't buy. Anybody that books a verb within the battle rap community at this point, you deserve to be, I can't believe I'm about to say it, but I'm going to say it. I got to take the gloves off. You deserve to be bootlegged. You deserve to have your card torn down. You deserve to not have a card at all. You're not a real league owner or a real sponsor if you go spend money on that man. If you go try to put him in front of us for our hard-earned money. You do not deserve to be in the battle rap culture if you are a part of presenting that man in front of our money. That's it. I'm just gonna say it clearly. That's it. I'm moving on because I don't want this to be an A-verb topic. Tay Rock versus Old Solo. I saw two different things. I heard reports of some health issues that all right. So one was a health issue, like you just don't know how extreme it is or not. Like, you don't know. The other one, I saw Uncle Rod actually say on camera while he was interviewing T-Top, he said like a sty or something. You know what I'm saying? Don't know. But unlike an A-verb, Tay-Rock doesn't have a track record. Well, I mentioned the Shoddy Horror thing earlier. No, I'm not putting that on Tay-Rock. I'm not. Tay-Rock don't have a track record to me. When he won Cody, he had 50 battles that year. So shout out to Rock. Unfortunate. And I don't know the details. So leave that alone. If he's got a health issue, you wish him the best. And you leave that there. New Jersey Twerk versus Rum Nitty. I think I've been seeing even pictures of video thumbs of them standing next to each other, like they was at the event. I think I seen something that said Rum Nitty said it's because they ran out of time. Put Rum Nitty to the side. Rum Nitty's another person that has a super duper great track record. Put him on the side. Here's the thing about Twerk, because somebody could watch this video right here and say, ARP, shut the fuck up. His opponent and the league, everybody is saying that it's a time issue. Twerk was in the building, et cetera, et cetera. I get it. The problem is, same thing I just spoke about for Verb and for Rock. Twerk, homie, your track record is one of the worst in battle rap history. Of the choking, the no-shows, the stories, the last-minute stuff, it's like something is always not always, don't want to exaggerate in a time like this, frequently, commonly happening around a New Jersey Twerk rap battle. Let me take this down for a second. So y'all, some of y'all know me for at least 15 to 16 years, depending on when you came in and understood I'm part of the culture, whether it's my blogging, whether it's my stint with Battle Rap Media, whether it was RBE and going forward. Some of y'all know me for like 15, 16 years. When it comes to Battle Rap Media, when it comes to RBE, I've been through you're talking about a 14, 15 year stint. Okay. What do you think? I walk around with 4-leaf clovers in my fucking sneakers or some shit. I've had no debts in the family during this time. And don't take that the wrong way. I'll get to that more in a second. Elaborate with me here, people. I got y'all. I've never gotten sick. I had a surgery one time before an event. World doesn't know. You know what I'm saying? Go watch the Heavy Half versus Math face off. You see Shota doing certain things that might be in the footage in the press conferences, reasons why he's doing it. You know, it's surgery before an event. Fly to New York one time, my aunt passing away. I cried like a baby in that fucking funeral, like the week before an event. Couldn't talk, couldn't move that week. I'm telling you, if I needed to cry for all of my adult years, I let it all out, right? Like the emotional outpour that I had that week. I don't have no baby mama drama like y'all. My kids don't be having problems at school every once in a while or some shit. I don't got issues with my father or my homies and fallouts and all type. Life. It's life. It's if I was that personal on this camera, I could tell you so many stories about things that y'all don't know that I've been through over the last 15 fucking years. We all go through shit. I've never missed an RB event somehow. It's not luck. It's not luck. It's drive. It's professionalism. It's my reputation. It's my character. It's just who I am. I've missed one RBE battle. I brought him up here because the footage is literally on the channel too. These right here, these twos, I wore to an event where I wore like the black tracksuit. It might have been a Math and Serious card, but it was definitely a Atlanta music hall card. And just fuck, the rest of it fell off just now. And I get out the car from the parking lot. I'm walking to the venue, and you know how J's off. These are dead stock. These are brand new. I put them on once when they fell apart. My twos, they fell apart. Everybody knows how J's are. If you don't wear them, they say wear your sneakers. I got a million J's I don't wear, and I paid the price. So I drove to the mall, and while I was on my way to the mall, look at this nasty shit. On my way to the mall, you know, RBE staff is there. You know, Shot is there. Lawrence is there. Winged is there. Avo's there. Everybody's, fans are there. I say, start the stream. We're not holding this up for ARP getting some sneakers. So I'm not standing on this whole event with no fucking soles on my shit. I bought me a pair of sneakers. I came back. I missed the Mr. Mills and the Dre Dennis. And then I hosted the rest of the event and did my job as a league owner for the rest of the event. But it's not coincidence. Twerk literally got bloggers at this point saying if he's on the card, they're going to tear the card down. And you can't even be mad at this point because you know where fans or certain bloggers are coming from with that? They're just like, they feel like you guys are like forcing something on us that just, it's not working. And we spent too much time and money trying to make it work. This is why like Easy, when he battles Twerk, he's got a roundabout. Everybody battles Twerk and says it. Mook Price about like, the God-given talent that you have, like it's wasted. And I don't think it's wasted. I think Twerk has sustained his lifestyle probably and bought, didn't he say he bought his mom's a car and all that? That shit is fire. It's probably from like battle rap money. I think for him, if you're walking in his shoes, he's done good things for himself with battle rap. That's dope. But then the fans don't care about that shit. Bloggers don't care. They're not in his personal life. They're just like, Why are you choking? Why are you not here? Why did this not happen? Why are you looks like you're check or bag collecting, right? Like that's what they care about. You, Twerk can't force the fans to prioritize him, and vice versa, neither. And vice versa, neither. It's like I can't talk about Twerk the way I do about Verb. It's not like Twerk is out here saying fuck the culture. His actions say fuck some of these situations. They show fuck some of these situations. Only he could speak towards it. I'm just saying, Twerk, when the list is that long, like you could do documentaries on all of the problems respectfully. You could do a documentary on them. So it's like to me, the only answer right now for Twerk, if you book him, is to not announce him. That's it. From the outside, I don't know Twerk's business. I don't know how much he was paid or contracted for this T Top card, as well as the last 20 cards that he was on. I do not know Twerk's business as far as numbers, but I have eyes. I know battle rap. I see a lot of the bookings that he takes. I see a lot of the opponents. I see a lot of leagues and the cards, the type of cards that he's on. Push Twerk to the side for a second. I could look into the league. I could look into the card, and I can see a good range of the budget of what's being presented. You know what that means? If those leagues had those type of budgets, you think they don't want to call Hitman or Big K or Murder or some of the higher price guys? Of course they would. They don't have those budgets. That's totally fine. Everybody puts on different arenas, right? So I see like a Murder Mook. You're not gonna ever see him on certain leagues because they don't have the budget to book him. Murder Mook's about his bag. If you can call him and you got the 100, I'll just say a number. You got the 100,000, it's gonna be on your league. It's gonna be on your league. Who got the 100,000 for him? A select few. That's where you'll see him. Mook knows I'm not making this shit up. His manager knows I'm not making this shit up. That's where you'll see him. And he's gonna come and he's gonna put on hell. It's the way it's supposed to be. It's the way it's supposed to be. It's like any fucking artist in the music industry or whatever. You call me for a feature, you call J. Cole for a feature, pay that J. Cole price. Okay, here goes one of the best verses of the year. The fuck? It's good business on both sides. I could look into some of these cards. I'm like, if that card looks like it has a $10,000 budget, of that, what is Twerk taking? This isn't me knowing Twerk's business. I don't know his business. I just have fucking eyes, and I can see. So I feel like even some of the battles and the bookings that Twerk is taking, the dollar amount doesn't even match his A game talent. But he's willing to take those book. People that book very frequently, they're not charging the leagues a lot of money. That's just this isn't no expose. This is like, hello, anybody got common fucking sense? Can you look at the card? The card got a flyer that looks like you made it on a typewriter, and typewriters don't even exist anymore. They got their homie down the block with a fucking cell phone shooting this shit. They got they got they got a trailer that I'm just saying you could see the budget, and then when you see certain battlers in the car, what you want me to think that battler got paid 20 grand? Even if the contract says 20 grand, I bet you ain't get it. Come on, man. Come on, sorry, it's true type shit. You know what I'm saying? That goes for a lot of people that take their bags in these little small spots or whatever and get your money, but we're not getting the good performances. We're getting possibly the uninspired business where people are just like, "Psst." And I think some of that adds to I got $1,000 to pick up. Fuck that shit. We talked about that earlier. But Twerk's name has been damaged. So his opponents rap to it about it. They're still bringing up. People are still bringing up the post Easy Battle interview with him and shout out to Anwar. Him and Anwar, they're talking about Christmas gonna be good. That's a statement that's following y'all. Look, people won't put that statement down. You know, They won't put the statement down. Twerk damn near needs to spend it, because I don't never want to do twerk the way I would do Averb. Like, yo, you should be fooled. You should be robbed your damn self if you book them. I don't want to do twerk like that. I don't want to do twerk. I fuck with Anwar. I fuck with twerk. But what y'all want me to get up here and act like the track record ain't the longest in battle rap history? So it's just like, spend all 2020, get his. I want him to get his bag. I don't want to be up here advocating for Twerk not to get his bag. Let him get his bag. Let him get his booking. Let him get his opponents. But I don't even know if Twerk should be announced. And that could work out dope. Let's put some fucking question marks on the flyer. Plus mystery battle or whatever. Be creative with it. Be fun with it. Tease it a little bit. Shit, I rolled out a whole mystery fly. You had other league owners saying this is the best rollout ever. Have fun with it. But what happens is presenting Twerk right now almost looks like the insanity thing. And the fans and the bloggers are now campaigning against that. And it's deserving at this point, because it looks like, it's like, what do y'all want us to do? You're telling us that you have no problem presenting us with an unreliable product and you want us to spend our money with you. It just doesn't make sense. Okay, so unannounced battles or something like that. And why should Twerk care? You know what I'm saying? As long as he's getting his bag, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the best I could do right now. Like, I'm trying. That's the best I could do. Charlie Clips versus Anderson Burris. I heard that Charlie Clips had a passing in the family, so I'm not touching it. I'm skipping that. Shout out to Charlie Clips. Condolences. I'm not touching that. What else do y'all want me to talk about? I dropped the Calico response video that a lot of people were waiting for, asking me for, and I knew I was going to do it as well. Let me speak on that real quick. Let me tell you something else that Cal and I both know. In our arguments that we had that Friday, I knew the public backlash was going to come both of our way, even though it's a free card. It's just people want what they want. You know, I want what I want too. I wanted the battle too. I ain't gonna lie to you. We had a conversation about, all right, what are we gonna do about the public? You know, and at one point I was just like, you're gonna tell the public like it's on you, right? Cause I was standing my ground. I was like, I ain't doing nothing wrong here. We ain't doing that shit. You call me now, fuck that. But you know, there was at a point where Cal was just like, I don't give a fuck about it. I'll say what I don't care. I'll tell him it's all. And then I got towards the end of the conversation. I thought about it real quick. And I changed it. I changed my position on it. I was like, oh, hold on. I don't want you to do that, Cal. I don't want you to do that. Because what can happen a year or two from now is it could end up being like, I only said that because me and ARP had that agreement behind the scenes. We had this 2-battle deal. I didn't want that, because that would look dirty on me later on. So I cleaned that up towards the end of our conversation. I was just like, you know what? I want you to do what you feel is solid. I want you to do what you feel is right. And us ending our last conversation like that, I said, I'm just now going to observe. I told Kyle, I said, this ain't about we're not recording each other on these phone calls. This ain't about no releasing text messages. Every text message that I said in my Calico blog Saturday, I could have edited into the video. This wasn't about no Calico attack. It was about explaining what happened and correcting some of the stuff that he said in his Hip Hop Is Real interview. I could have did an edited joint as if I was attacking him, but I'm not attacking Calico. All right, that's clear. So I said, let me just sit back. This ain't about no blog. This ain't about no text, none of that. We have a big problem right here, but I ain't on it with you like that. You ain't on it like that with me. We just have an intense problem right now that's specific. So I said, let me sit back and that's why I did my Hip Hop Is Real joint like that. That's why even I was like, yo, you could tell he's mad, but he ain't say yes and he ain't say no. And the same thing when niggas called me that Sunday and said, yo, what's up with Cal? Should I do business with him? I said, to be continued, hold off. This is why. I was being reserved. And then when Cal did that Hip Hop Is Real interview, I was like, oh, wow. that was like, to me, that was more of a letdown than the actual missing of the battle. For me, personally, between like me and Calico, personally, that was more of a letdown than even no showing the battle or calling out the day before. That was more that interview for me was more of a letdown. It was just like, damn. Well, I guess I got what I asked for. I was as far as like sit back and wait and play cool and tell people, nah, don't come to me and act, like I'm not putting that on Cal right now. As far as the big people call, I'm chilling. He did that there. Point being, you know, I'm putting that video up like what, Saturday or Sunday or whatever, and I see y'all, yo, talk this little conversation. Talk to us about the T-top thing. We were here about this cow shit. Like, I was like, y'all trying to keep up with everything y'all asking before, and also the things that's on my chest. It's fake for me to act so inspired by the fans. You see, when people do that shit, I'm only talking about this because I got some tweets. Talk about what I want to talk about. Yeah, y'all can inspire me and let me know how much things are a big topic to y'all. But if I don't want to address it, I'm not going to address it, period. With this T-top thing, it's fucked up, man. It just happens to happen in the midst of other things. You know what I'm saying? So ain't no sit here now and be like, well, where do we go from here? We've been in this position for quite a long time. If you are a league, a blogger, or a battle rapper that is part of the problem, the only thing we could do at this point is try to remove the cancers. And even that seems to be very, very hard for us to do. We are an insane culture. So y'all keep doing what the fuck y'all want to do. And then we talk about this shit burning down to the ground. Yeah, it is. And we're to blame.
Don't confuse silence with work ethic. I'm a boss making decisions, my first fetish. The verse cherished is perfect, that's a reverse blemish. I dropped it, connected the block, learn Tetris.
One of the toughest characters ever to bulldog his way
Welcome
into
to the
your
house
heart.
of. And shout out to the members.